I've got Sebastian Sibbald with me today. Sebastian, thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So Sebastian is class of 2023. He goes to the CFC 50 Mount Doug out on in Victoria, BC. Pretty big kid, 6'7", 350.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know. Offensive lineman, you're so like just chill.
Yeah, that's what people tell me that. I don't know. There's no reason to be all freaking out about everything. I don't know.
So listen, just tell us a bit about your football journey and what you're up to now.
I'm really hoping that we get to play soon because it's just taken so long. And I don't know. I've played football since fourth grade, I think.
Okay.
And so it seems like a long time ago. Just been working out and seeing what comes next.
What got you into football? Like, was it did you just like it, or did you go with a bunch of friends, or?
So it's kind of a funny story. So I played soccer for I think 6 years.
Okay.
And then one of my friends from soccer, his dad coached like the local team. And he
Hmm.
was like, oh my God, that kid would be so good. We need him on our team. So then he came up and was like, you should come play football. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Because at that point, I've played every sport. I couldn't find something that I really liked because I was always like the bigger kid. So I didn't
Yeah.
really know. But football kind of just stuck. So that's good.
Well, I mean, at 6'7", like you probably got a lot of people already calling you saying, "What the heck? We want to we want you on our team."
Yeah, it's kind of weird though, because like my dad is only like 5'11" and my mom's only like 5'8". So
Okay.
everybody's like always like, oh my gosh, like why are you so tall? And I'm like, I literally couldn't
All
tell
right.
you.
So you're on the offensive line. What do you like most about that?
As an offensive line, just working together to achieve a common goal. And like, I don't know, I just like to hit people, which sounds bad. It's not like that, but I just like making contact on every play because
Hmm.
like some people, like if you're a receiver, there's like four of you, so like you're not always guaranteed the ball.
Yeah.
But like this, you're guaranteed to hit somebody.
Well,
So
your film is quite entertaining to watch.
thank you.
I'll say that.
Yeah, that was a really rough thing. I didn't really know what I was doing, but it worked out, I guess.
What type of player would you say you are?
I think a leader on the field
Hmm.
because like when people are like button heads or whatever and they're like not having a good time with each other like teammates, then I kind of fix it and sort it out and explain to them that it's not about them and it's about
Yeah.
everybody.
What kind of coaching gets the best out of you?
Coaches that are super supportive and they like give you recognition for what you've done, like
Mm.
coaches that are like, oh, you made a good hit that play or you made a good block. I think that really gets me going because
Yeah.
coaches who don't like say anything or are super loud and like screaming at you doesn't really help me.
Do you model your play after any pro player? Like, is there any player that you love to watch at your
I
position?
really like to watch Quentin Nelson, but about that's like pretty much it.
Do you have a
um,
favorite pro team?
I don't know, my dad and I've kind of watched the Seahawks all my life, but other than that, like I'm more of like a players person. Like I like a lot of players more than teams.
Okay, now, because you said Seahawks, I thought I heard today on the NFL Network, this could be a rumor. Did they say something about Russell Wilson going to the Chicago Bears?
Yeah,
Did you hear
that's
that?
sad. Yeah.
Is that for real?
Well, I don't know if it's like official yet, but I've there's rumors about it.
Wow, that would be quite the
Yeah,
switch.
really sad, but yeah.
During the season, what's your favorite part about football?
Other than games, I think like the team bus rides are the best.
Yeah.
Just to bond with everybody and have good laughs. Like I can tell you that I'll definitely have some memories from the buses on the like even now, and I hope to carry them out through the rest of my life.
Well, I think actually you probably are the only team in Canada that I can think of that actually goes on ferry rides to get to games.
Yeah, us in Belmont, I think.
Oh yeah, and Belmont, of course, right?
Yeah,
Anybody
but
from the island.
it's fun. It's different because like a lot of people just take a bus and they're like, "Oh, we're there."
Yeah.
Where I think the ferry rides are different. Something about them.
The ferry is awesome. What are going to be, or what are your goals for this upcoming season? Because I'm pretty sure we're going to be playing in September.
I think like as a team, I definitely want to get us back to the Subway Bowl
Yeah.
or in at least the semifinals. But for like individual, I don't know. I think I just want to try and be the best player I can be and
Yeah.
like lead and don't like get sucked into all the other stuff that's in the world.
Tell me, what did the pandemic look for you like in terms of training? How did you have to adjust this whole, I guess, period?
I think like because after CFC in March of 2020, that was like when it really started for us. Like we left school and then it was like, oh, this whole COVID thing's happening.
Yeah.
So then we got back and I think there was like a month of like downtime where I just didn't do anything because
Mhm.
we weren't really sure.
Yeah.
And then my friend had like a home gym that we went to
Okay.
for I think like the whole summer.
Oh,
So that
wow.
was like really good and that really helped.
Yeah.
And then our track coach was there in like August, I think. So we went there for a little bit too. So it wasn't really much different, but it was still a different.
Track. What do you do for track?
Well, I like worked on like shorter distance running and like 40 times and stuff like that.
So let me ask you, I know you're still pretty young in the recruiting process. How has that started for you at all? Are you kind of looking into that, or what are you looking forward to the most about that whole process?
I think just building connections with people because I know that if I don't do football, I really want to do something within sports
Mm,
because I really don't want to have a 9 to 5. I don't know. It just sounds super unappealing to me. So whether that's like media manager or like photographer, something like that, that would be really cool. The recruiting process, like I think it's still a little bit slow right now because
yeah, of
it's like
course.
I heard something that you can't talk to them unless you're in like grade 11 or whatever, like something
Yeah,
like
there is
that.
it. Yeah.
So, I mean, I filled out a couple of recruiting forms, but other than that, it's just been a lot of like prep schools and
Mm.
other teams.
I mean, I know you said you don't want a 9 to 5 job, but what are you kind of thinking of taking academically at the post-secondary?
I want to take business or like marketing,
Okay.
something to do with that,
Yeah.
like social media marketing.
Does like sport management, does that type of
Yeah,
thing?
that's what I was thinking. I was just having like a hard time finding like jobs with that because we had
That's,
like a careers class for our school
yeah.
and it was like hard to find jobs with that.
Yeah, that's kind of a who you got to have good connections to get in with that
Yeah,
whole group.
exactly. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to do if I don't get to the next level, just do some of those classes and then go back to old connections and see if I can get a job or something.
What would be your dream, I guess, destination for football at the next level? Like, where would you want to go play at?
In Canada, it doesn't really matter anywhere that will like be supportive and super like understanding. And then in the States, I don't know. I don't really want to go somewhere hot, but I also don't want to go somewhere cold because it's just not fun. So I don't know. Honestly, anywhere that'll give me an opportunity.
It's pretty tough balancing sports and school and your social life. How do you find you manage that?
I don't really know actually. It kind of just happens day to day. Like I
Too
don't know,
much.
school. I kind of think of school like when I'm like from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, I'm at school and I'm doing that. Like I'm not doing anything else.
Mhm.
So then I can finish all my homework within the day at school. And then after school, I'll go to the gym and then or practice or whatever. So then I'm kind of leaving school at school and then having my outside life outside of school.
How do you deal with like performance expectations? Do you find that the pressure gets to you at all?
It's kind of hard to tell. I think that like my coach Mark Townsend does a really good job of not putting pressure on us,
Oh
and he
yeah,
does
he's
a
a
really
great
good
coach.
job
Yeah, I like Coach
of
Townsend.
going and saying like this is your guys' game, you guys decide this, so if you
Yeah.
guys want to do good, then Like, it's up to you guys.
How do you find that do you have trouble then outside of the football scene in terms of like peer pressure and people wanting you to, either miss workouts or slough off in school or whatever? Do you find that gets to you at all?
The school part, not really, because like I see everybody like, oh, going out of school, going out of class and like walking around for a bit, but it just doesn't really help you. I mean, like sometimes if you're having like a hard day focusing, I can understand it, but like it doesn't really help me that much. I'd rather get my stuff done.
Yeah.
And then with the peer pressure, I don't know. I don't really find anything. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just
okay.
like not. I don't really find anything hard by it.
Where do you hope football is going to take you in the future? What do you hope to get from it?
I don't know. Like, one, obviously, I would love to go into like professional football.
Yeah.
But if that doesn't work out, I think just build connections with people and like meet new people. And
what are you watching on Netflix?
The Walking Dead. It's a good show. You should watch it.
I'm an old soul. I'm like the BBC like BritBox type person. I watch like Perot and like Inspector Morse. I know. I'm like your parents. It's ridiculous. What's on your music playlist?
A lot of like rap, like Polo G and like Juice WRLD and Lil TJ.
What's your dream destination?
I think I want to go to like Europe. I think like Norway and Sweden. That would be really cool.
If you could speak another language, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I would like to speak like Czech or like Slovakian because my mom's from Czech Republic.
Oh, okay.
And she like moved here when she was 13. So I think that would be really cool. And she like speaks with my grandparents all the time. So I think it's a cool
She hasn't taught you any of it?
No, I think I'm at the age where it's like it's kind of hard. Like I feel like if she taught me when I was younger, it would be a lot easier. But it's whatever. I think it would be cool though.
If you could have only one video game, what would it be?
Ooh, I think Minecraft.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I think you can do so many different things in it. You can build so many different things, and it kind of gets your mind going a little bit.
Pineapple on pizza or not?
Ooh. It depends on the situation. I'm a situational kind of guy, because if you're having a pizza with like a Hawaiian pizza, it just belongs on it. But if you're having like a meat lover's pizza, it just doesn't. Like if you're having some tropical pizza, you're going to put pineapple on it because it adds a little bit of like sweetness.
If you could meet one person, a non-athlete in the world, who would it be?
I think I would meet Pete Carroll.
Okay.
Because he's always chewing gum and he's just super funny. I don't know. I feel like he just has that really good personality and a really like young personality, even though he's like kind of old.
If you met a genie,
yeah,
and he offered you 3 wishes, what would your wishes be? And you can't wish for more wishes.
I think little conflicts in the world to stop, like all the little tiny problems to stop. The other 2 would definitely just go to something like care-wise. I think like pets shouldn't be like left on the streets and stuff like that. So like eliminate that. Probably just wish for the globe to like fix itself and not have climate change because I don't want it to get too hot.
Or too cold, apparently.
Yeah. That would just be bad.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You've got the best answers. Okay, so last one. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's just a hot dog. What? Like, yes, like the buns are connected, aren't they? Like, and if you don't tell me, if you rip your buns, like, what are you doing? Like, don't come to a party at my house. It's not a sandwich. They're connected. It's more of like a wrap in a way. Because like the one side's connected. Whoever answered that question wrong.
If you rip your buns, don't come to my house.
Yeah. If you answer that question wrong, just unadd me on Instagram or whatever. I don't care.
All right. Well, that's thanks for this very enjoyable chat, and good luck this upcoming season.
Looking for more exclusive Canadian recruiting content? Become a CFC Insider Gold or Silver member today for access to rankings, analysis, and the latest recruiting news from across the country.